Welcome to my channel. I'm Aisha. I'm here to teach you interior design from the scratch, from A to Z, and tell you how to choose colors, materials, match and mix things together, and all of the related stuff to the design process. If you are interested, keep watching. Hey guys, this video is a lesson in interior design. We are in the first topic, which is design elements. If you haven't watched the previous lessons, go and start learning interior design from the beginning. Also, if you love architecture and all of the related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. When we hear the word design, any kind of design, words like creativity and flair immediately spin to our mind, and we start imagining cool things and colors and shapes. But the design process, it's not random. You can't start a design without making a plan. As a designer, I know that we follow a set of informal rules based on a specific interior design principles and elements. Yeah, interior design has elements, and those elements is the key to create the best interior. Those elements are space, line, forms, light, colors, textures, and we will go deep in each one of them later. You can't achieve the best design if those elements are not balanced. This word is very vital, and from now on you will hear it a lot in this course. Those elements make the room looks better, and hey, those elements have to work together in harmony. So let's go and talk first about space. Space is the foundation of interior design. You need to understand your space and your room very well to take advantage of what is available to you. We have two types of space, a positive one and negative one. The positive space, it contains objects, whilst negative space is the empty or open space, including any space between objects. It's very important to achieve balance between the two spaces to avoid overcrowding. Keep in mind that this balance will be influenced by the client's needs in the specific area or room, and it's required functionality. Negative space is required for traffic paths. It's also crucial to consider the scale and size of the furniture and objects placed in the room, as this can be used to make the space appear larger or smaller given the desired outcome. A tall object such as a bookcase can give the illusion of height. Different design styles will lend themselves to different uses of space. For example, minimalist design will have far more negative space than your average eclectic design. However, no matter what your design brief, how you use and balance the space available to you, it can be the difference between hitting the mark with your design concept or missing out your next commission. Lines. Horizontal, vertical, and dynamic lines help to shape the room and guide the eye. Creating lines using the room formation and structural design can form harmony, unity, and contrast. Horizontal lines created by tables and other surfaces give a sense of stability, formality, and efficiency. Interior designers highlight horizontal lines to make a room appear wider and longer and draw the eye to a focal point. But be careful, overemphasis of horizontal line has the ability to make the space seem boring and unsurprised, and you don't want to do that. Vertical lines created by features such as windows, doorways evoke feelings of freedom and strength. On a functional level, accentuating vertical lines often gives the illusion of room being taller, often suited to use in dining rooms, entrances, and offices. Dynamic lines refer to diagonal, zigzag, and curved lines. Such lines can be found in the stairs, for example, and they provide energy and movement, stimulating to the eye. Dynamic lines capture our attention longer. However, too many dynamic lines in one room, in one space, can be distracting and overpower horizontal or vertical lines. Ideally, interior designers will make a balance between lines. Balance is everything. You have to make balance to keep the balance in the air, in everything. Interior designers will strike a balance with the incorporation of different lines. This is typically done by selecting one dominant feature line in accordance with the client's brief and the desired feeling they wish to convey in the space or in the room. Form is the shape of the room as well as any object within the room. In other words, it relates to the physical form of anything is three-dimensional. Forms can usually be described as either geometric or natural. Geometric refers to hard lines and square edges, often looking man-made, while natural relates to more organic forms that seems to be created by nature. Forms can also be open objects that can be looked into or closed, self-contained. Another thing to take in consideration of form is the proportion and the scale of the room compared to the objects being placed in it. Adding forms of similar shapes can create harmony and balance, while adding too many different shapes can have a confusing result. A space is typically more pleasing if the dominant form is repeated in many objects throughout the room. Light, natural or man-made. Light is a critical aspect for any space. Without it, all of the other elements wouldn't be able to shine for their full potential. Light can be broken into the categories of desk lighting, accent lighting, and mood lighting. When considering lighting, it's very vital to address the activities that will be undertaken in this space. Both the quality and the quantity should be assessed here. For example, an office will require bright lighting so that the workers can see clearly and act alert. On the other hand, living room lighting can be applied with a softer touch. Applying a dimmer has the ability to make a space much more versatile. Natural lighting should always be taken into consideration and can be manipulated through clever placement of doors, windows, and even mirrors. And there's many ways to play with natural lighting. Beyond its functional purpose, the functional purpose of light has the ability to set the mood and atmosphere of the room, or let's say of the space, while defining color, line, and texture. Plus, any good interior designer knows that the lighting fixtures are a visual feature in themselves, which can add the right touch to any design. Colors. It's very big and important section, so we will go very deep into colors in the next lessons. I made a specific section about it. You can always go down the description to know what to watch next, but for now, we will have a quick look at colors. Color is a science all in its own, and it's another extremely important element that interior designers master. It has the ability to create mood, define unity, and alter the perception of how large or small a space is. The psychology of color shouldn't be underestimated and will be used to full advantage by any skilled interior designer. Color can evoke memories and stir emotions, stimulating a physical and psychological response in our bodies. For example, greens and blues entice calmness and are suited to bedrooms, whereas red entices appetite and therefore often features in kitchens. When considering the color of a room, first think about what the room will be used for and the activity that will occur in that space. Secondly, consider how both natural and artificial lighting will affect your selected color across the day and night, given that light can alter our color perception. Finally, consider the size of the space. Interior designers will often incorporate lighter, or let's say brighter colors into a smaller spaces to give the illusion of more space. Darker colors can give a powerful dimension to a larger space. Texture. Texture refers to the tactile surface of an object or finish. It's an element that is often overlooked, but really does have the ability to bring unique dimension to the room. Just like mixing color and pattern, an interior designer mixes the textures within a space to give a subtle sense of depth. Think glossy, coarse, and smooth, from furniture to accessories to fabric. Texture has the ability to add interest and detail, making it visually pleasing to the eye. In essence, it gives a room feeling. Texture comes in two forms: visual texture and actual texture. The visual texture refers to the texture that is perceived by the eye. In other words, it's This is the impression of texture one gets by only viewing an object. This effect is usually found in the form of pattern. Actual or tactile texture can be seen or felt and has a 3D characteristics. For example, a fluffy, colorful cushion can be appreciated not only with the eye but also with the touch. Generally, if there is a sense of something missing in the room, a good interior designer will be able to distinguish that it will be due to lack of texture. Texture plays a part in every object selected for a room, and therefore is best managed with careful consideration from the ground up. The placement of each object in comparison to the texture of the object beside it also will add emphasis and contrast to the finished design. Pattern. Paired with color, pattern offers a similar use to texture in that can add appeal to a room. A pattern is created by the use a repetitive design and can be found in wallpaper, soft furnishings, rugs, and fabrics. Patterns come in various types such as strips, geometric, pictorial, organic, motif, and animal prints. When implementing pattern, it's best firstly to consider the size and style of a room. Introducing pattern in a small room should be done sparingly to avoid overwhelming the space. However, as discussed in the element of line, patterns that create vertical or horizontal lines can be used to give a heightened sense of space. Complex patterns made up of contrasting colors and lines can liven up a room. However, they are best used in the form of feature wall. Larger scale patterns can flourish in a large space and become a focal point to the room. In regards to style, it's vital to know what category the patterns fall into to ensure that the essence of the room is maintained. For example, for traditionally styled rooms, incorporate organic floral prints. For a contemporary touch, geometric and abstract prints should be experimented with. Fun to use and with an element of functionality, patterns can bring a room to life, as a rule of thumb. However, it's best to include a maximum of 3 patterns, all drawings from the same color scheme. This was just an entrance to the elements of interior design. We will go very deep and explain each one of them, so don't stop learning here. There is a lot of information waiting for you. You don't want to miss anything. And tell me in the comments, how do you think those elements is gonna help you in your design? How you will get benefit of them? And hey, before you go, don't forget to subscribe and like the video because you don't want to miss anything. It's very vital information about architecture. Have a nice day and good luck.